Hi, it's Jane here on this beautiful wintry yet sunny day to talk to you about end of term presentations. So excited. Okay, you've all got an email in your inbox, hopefully. If you haven't, please check your spam. And if you really haven't, let me know and I'll resend it to you. But it details what time the student needs to be there, which is basically their normal class time, what they need to wear, and what time you need to be back to watch. Simple as that. We're trying to keep everything really simple because we know that life is bonkers. So that's the email. I'd like you to join with me, please, in really encouraging and championing our students for being so brave. It's been so long since we've had to learn a script, work on a script, getting together to put this thing together, that I've had quite a lot of nervousness and stage fright, actually, before we even get there. So we're doing our best to say, we're in this together. Please encourage them to come to me or to come to one of the teachers or one of their peers and say, I'm nervous. And there will always be someone there to hold their hand and say, we're in this together. The beauty, especially with main stages, when the stage 1, 2 and 3 come together, is that they do literally support each other. There is never a moment where a child should feel like they're on their own and they're the only ones that are scared. They're definitely not. So just join with me in being really super positive about how brilliant they are, how wonderful they look, how brilliantly they did despite all the odds. It's been a weird term of lots of absences, which of course was to be expected with COVID that's still around, but also Diwali and half term and isolation periods and all sorts of extracurricular things with school. We understand that, and we've done our best in just concentrating on what's important, which is the children having a great time and a lovely experience. So please join with us in championing and celebrating the fact that we're able to do this again together. So secondly, I was talking to a parent the other day who was telling me about his child's dance school, who asked them to come in several different extra Sunday rehearsals. They had to pay a really expensive costume that then now they're stuck with, that they'll never wear again. And the tickets were £30 per person. Now, I don't do that. I've sort of, part of me thinks maybe I'm missing a trick and maybe I should do that. But that's not what it's all about for me. I'm going to stick to what we do and how we do it. So I really, really try hard to not have any extra costs at Stagecoach whenever possible. And if there are extra costs, it will be really low. So I've asked everybody to wear the basic Stagecoach basics underneath the the leggings, the joggers. For the main stages, a plain t-shirt that won't be seen underneath their Victorian costume, and early stages can just wear their normal t-shirt with a vest underneath that we can take off, put on the colour t-shirt. But please join with me, because I don't charge £30 a ticket and because I don't ask you to buy ballet shoes or tap shoes or all of the above, that lots of other clubs, you have to buy that stuff to join. With shoes, please. Now, it is in your terms and conditions that you have to buy a t-shirt and jazz shoes. Now, I'm a little bit more lenient in saying plimsolls are absolutely fine, just normal gym plimsolls, because it's the safety element in dance. So they're able to have some traction on the dance floor, but also it's about the flexibility of their foot. So in a big, thick trainer, which a lot of them are now, I sound like a grandma, but it's really difficult to have flexibility of their foot, so the dance teacher can see with their progression of their skills that they are flexing their foot correctly. You can't do that in a big trainer. So that's the first reason. And if we get an independent inspection, we would actually fail if X amount of students are not wearing jazz shoes or plimsolls. Now, I know it's really tricky, and jazz shoes are £20 a pop. And if your child is anything like my child that goes through shoes like a rate of knots, it's a really expensive thing to have to keep buying. So I've even switched to plimsolls. You can get them for £4, £5, £6. Supermarkets, Shoe Zone, the German shoe shop that I will not embarrass myself by trying to pronounce the name. All of these places have plimsolls really readily available, even on the very popular thing that posts things to you in boxes that are too big for the actual thing that you get. They're available in lots of places, so please meet me in the middle and getting some black plain plimsolls, please. Or jazz shoes. You can get jazz shoes through me if you would like, especially for the student who's really starting to take dance seriously, or jazz trainers, which are great because they're split soles. So again, the flexibility of foot is much easier. If you could help me out there, because especially with Main Stages who are doing a Victorian England musical this term, to have the full kit and caboodle and then see a great big pair of blue and orange Nike Airs kind of spoils the illusion a little bit. But also they are supposed to be wearing it every week for Stagecoach anyway, for safety, but also it's a uniform. It means they're all the same and there's going to be no kind of pointing at what so-and-so's decided to wear that day. It just makes sense. So please, 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 can you purchase some plimsolls? And I will love you forever. All right. Otherwise, yeah, we're getting there towards the end of term. Very excited. Can't wait for you to see them and be proud of them. And any other questions, just let me know. Thanks.